Cheryl Owens, and I'm a program manager with Multnomah County's Department of County Human Services. I was in the first cohort in 2009. The Leadership Academy is now in its third year, providing over 70 employees the opportunity to participate and grow their knowledge and skills as leaders. The Leadership Academy is part of an overall succession plan to ensure that Multnomah County can draw from a pool of highly qualified candidates to fill key vacancies in mission-critical positions.
My first assignment was a short environmental education piece connecting what we do for sustainability actions and connecting that with the impacts on the local environment. That was a connection that really hadn't been made before by our sustainability program.
So my session was doing a database, on our adult foster care providers who serve our clients at Multnomah County DD services, and I was one of the people who wanted to have this data information all in one place. One shopping center probably, would be the best way to call it, and have all that information, put in there so all our case managers, crisis placement people, myself included, the monitoring people could access
as a leader, it gave me opportunities to speak with people in the community and really find out what were their needs and what they really wanted to get out of the library.
I think I came in with a very, very narrow focus, that it was sort of a tiny enlargement of my normal practice as a nurse, and it actually ended up being a much larger assignment in terms of meeting with different people from different divisions of the county, learning how to speak, learning that change is loss, and all of the pieces of the Leadership Academy coming in almost on a daily basis, where instead of going into a meeting as a participant, I'm now coming in either as a facilitator or a leader and being able to move a dialogue forward.
But also there were the facilitators in the Leadership Academy who took the time to sit down with me, map out my plan for approaching my project and helping me to organize it and give it a shape and a direction when it felt like at times that it was kind of veering off course.
360 benchmark and feedback. This provided me with a lot of critical feedback from a variety of different people on how I interact with them, and also what they perceive as my strengths and weaknesses. And then from this, I'm able to use this feedback to help me develop areas I should focus on to be a more effective organizational leader.
It presented some challenge, and I saw those challenges as opportunity to get my work done. I didn't look at them as challenges. I just look at them as a way that I could grow as far as being in that role.
Haven't they influenced me? It was really great to work with them. I came with hard questions, and they were able to give me the answers I needed to know, not necessarily the ones that I wanted. And also just to help me grow as an individual, especially in my as I was pursuing project management.
They just allowed me to think out loud. And so as I was talking with the project that I had originally planned, through conversations with them and with you, the idea has evolved.
She made it this much bigger vision and more of a community outreach program than, definitely than I would have thought of just being in animal services.
I had the fortune to have Becky Lee as my mentor, and she's been great in being able to kind of expose me in kind of the politics of it all here in Multnomah County, and the uniqueness of it all, and really keeping a pulse in the community. And I think as a leader and working in the public sector, that's really important.
You get to meet people from all different parts of the county in departments you don't even know exist, possibly. And you get to hear really good stories about how the county works and how it affects your work and how your work affects them in ways you might never have ever heard before.
The biggest role I think they played was just camaraderie, in that it was wonderful for me to have other peers who are taking on big challenges and who understand what it's like to be working on a huge project.
Every person that you can think of in senior leadership from across the county came to speak to us for about an hour and let us ask them questions. And it was a great chance to see that we have really intelligent people leading the county and taking us forward in the right direction.
The lunches opened my eyes as far as how I as a county employee need to look at the world.
Hearing those experiences and talking with those people, developing those relationships really helped to normalize some of the things that I'm experiencing in my day-to-day life as I try to become a leader.
I learned about myself a lot, and that is really what impacted my learning process and just me as a person.
I didn't like learning how to pitch. It was very uncomfortable for me. But the fact that I got to pitch it to so many different people, and it was an interesting idea, I think was instrumental in getting it through the budget process. To be
building the connections and network, and then starting to develop and collaborate is really some of the big things that I think I developed as a leader.
The most impactful part of the academy for me was really getting a chance to learn how the county works across the county from a lot of different perspectives, and especially from the perspectives of my different cohort participants, because they're in so many different stages of their careers and so many different parts of the county that I really got a really rich understanding of how everything works together.
So the Leadership Academy was instrumental in the act actually getting funding for a one-year pilot project to see if it really can work and if it can be replicated in other communities, which was the goal.
As a leader, it gave me opportunities to speak with people in the community and really find out what were their needs and what they really wanted to get out of the library.
I often find myself in the constraints of my job description and sort of the myopia that I have created with job and life and what I do, and Leadership Academy gave me the opportunity to sort of dip my toe outside of my comfort zone, outside of what I'm hired to do, and allowed me to sort of soar and see that there's other ways to sort of participate in this organization.
I feel like the Academy educated me and gave me tools and strategy and a skill set to be efficient and effective at getting those ideas out and across to people.
They bring in the best speakers in Portland on a wider range of topics, and you just get such deep knowledge that you would not otherwise have access to on a day-long basis, combined with activities that really kind of help bring that knowledge to you and share it amongst the group.
The Multnomah Leadership Academy is a priceless gift to us from the county leadership. The valuable lessons learned and the experiences were beyond anything I expected.
Whatever your perception of the Leadership Academy is, ignore all that and then just go for it, and then go in there with a full open mind. And when you first get there, some things will seem a little bit overwhelming, but ignore that and move forward.
It's a really good opportunity to learn a lot about the county. It's a good opportunity to learn a lot about yourself. And the speakers are really engaging, and the sessions that they set up are intended to help you develop your stretch assignment and intended to help you think about ways to engage in leadership. I think it's particularly useful for people who have smaller leadership roles in the county and are looking to expand those to do more with what they have the ability to influence.
I would say go right at it. The biggest issue I think that a lot of people might have is the questions or just initially getting started. But once you get past that and you cross into the threshold of just applying for it, I think that you'll definitely enjoy it because it opens up so many opportunities.
For anyone considering leadership development, we hope you'll decide to take a risk and put yourself out there. Check with your supervisor or department leaders. Ask alumni, like me, about their experiences. Think about how you want to contribute to Multnomah County and apply to join us next year.